Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and get into the latest episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, child. Let's talk about it. All right, y'all, come on in the room. Come on in the room. Yes, KB, hit the like button, big. Okay, hit the like button on your way in, y'all. How did y'all feel about last night's episode, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? It was cute. It was cute. It was cute. Let's just get into the episode, okay? First things first. Let me say this. I'm tired of motherfucking Lisa Rinna. Okay, I'm tired. Okay, I'm tired of Lisa Rinna. I don't know how many times I can say this. I am tired of her storyline being about her clothes. Do you think I gave it? I'm watching 5 minutes of her daughters doing a garage fashion show. I don't give a about what they got going on over there. I need Lisa to pick up another storyline. Okay. I mean, she tried to introduce us to Lisa, the Rinna Beauty. That wasn't even giving for me. Crystal decided that she's going to host it at her house. Cute. Lisa felt as though she did that because things didn't go so well at her house. And I'm like, nope, she did that because her yard is bigger than yours. Okay, that's why she did that. But anyway, let's move on. So Dorito done stopped by Crystal house, you know, catching up with her, checking up on her. Okay. And Crystal brings up she brings up the night at Kyle's house and how everything went down. Dorit feels like people took the time to pounce on Erika. Man, ain't nobody pounced on this lady. They took the time out to ask her questions that did not make no damn sense. Okay, that's what they did. Ain't nobody trying to sit up there and pounce on nobody. She speaks on Garcelle, taking jabs at her. I'm like, those weren't really jabs, I guess. But if they were jabs, they were direct. Girl, if you was lying, she was just calling your card. So what else is going on? And I'm like, if she did take jabs again, it's because you fake as hell. And I want her to keep her foot and her 9-inch or however many inch heels on your neck. Okay? She wants Garcelle to have guts and to back up the talk that she's been giving. I said, man, what do you think she's been doing? And I ain't even been crazy about Garcelle. But what did you think she's been doing? You want her to back it up, but that's what she's been doing. She's been calling you out, which is why you feel away right now. What do you mean? What was it? What else is going on? So Erika in the house board and she in the house board. What is it? A board in the house and I'm in the house board. That's what's going on with Miss Erika. Seems like it's Kyle's birthday. So because it's Kyle's birthday, Miss Rinna is gonna come over to the house. She done brought her a gift. I believe Erika could only afford to get her a cake with her stamps. So I don't see nothing wrong with it, girl. You get stamps. Quite a few people ain't nothing wrong with it, okay? So she went and got this lady a good old a cake. What else happened? Erika says that her lawyer asked how she's doing. Okay. Erika says that because she's going through this legal stuff, she ain't really concerned about how she's doing. She wants to wait until after everything is over. Then she's going to work on her healing with a therapist. I say, Erika, that's going to happen in another year or two. It's going to be a long. I don't see y'all being out of the woods this year. You may want to seek a therapist now because I feel like you're going to be in this for a minute. Okay. Yes. What else is going on? Yes, ma'am. She went and got her a cake with her stamps. It's like Dorit had a battery pack on her back. Okay. Wait, you can buy cake with stamps. You can. I only watch Love Island, but I'm here for the SHI. Oh, yes. And I got another Love Island that is coming out. So I plan on doing reviews on that too if I can get access to it. Love Island, Nigeria. Oh, I'm excited. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. So, yeah, they at Erika house. Y'all know Kyle done pulled up to the house or whatever. Kyle actually looks good. I have to give that to Kyle. Kyle actually looks good. Kyle arrives and she sees that Lisa done brought her a fur faux, and she said that did not come out my closet. I know I've been pulling everything else out my closet, but this right here didn't come out my closet because I went and actually spent money on it. And I'm like, okay, girl, whatever. whatever. What else happened? So Lisa brings up the girls being nervous and that they didn't ask the questions that they really want to ask because she went and had to sit down with Dorit and Sutton. And this be that be killing me about Lisa. Lisa wants to believe everything that Erika tells her, yet you also want to be in the midst too. Pick a side. Pick a motherfucking side. If you sit up there and you believe whatever Erika is telling you and you don't want people being on your ass or nothing like that, pick a side. Why are you continuing to go around these ladies that are obviously not showing support for your bestie? And you keep trying to get information out of these ladies. Why? Okay, I am tired of her. I'm tired of Lisa. I don't know how many times I can say I need to get a shirt that says I am tired of Lisa Rinna. Okay. What else is going on? Erika says that she's over Sutton trying to make her situation about her. And I don't think Sutton was trying to make it about her, but girl, you got a lot of stuff going on with you. Okay. Hell, you said out your own mouth how Tom is involving other people that ain't got nothing to do with the situation. So she looking at it like, BIT, they're gonna try and involve me too, because I'm a co-worker of yours. What's that about? They're gonna try and have me in on it too. So that's that. Erika speaks on Tom cheating and opening up his phone one day and then finding everything. And see, this is where it got a little foggy for me. Erika says that she didn't know how to leave her husband because she relied on him. Kyle said, well, girl, you didn't even have no prenup. So what you mean you relied on him like you didn't know how to leave? Like what's that about? You know how to leave. Okay. And she says that, yeah, even though I didn't have a prenup, but you have to figure it out. And I got a little confused by that. Okay, I gotta look at, even though she tried to wrap it up and say, well, my plan was to work super hard and then walk away from him. And I'm like, no, the fuck it wasn't. You really had no plan on leaving this man for real, for real. Okay, you could have figured out a way to get some of his money and stuff and then decided to leave him earlier on. I bet you wish you would have did that now, don't you? I bet you wish you would have skipped out on the plug now, don't you? Sit up there telling me something. First you said that you couldn't figure out a way to leave him. And then when Kyle tells her, girl, you ain't got no prenup. And she said, yeah. She was like, so what do you mean you couldn't leave? You ain't even have a prenup. That was really tying you to him. Well, you figure out a way. This be the shit that I be talking about. She be talking, I guess you could say, in circles. And it just does not add up for me. Okay, she gives me Mia Thornton teas on Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay, and it just don't be, the lies just don't be lining up for me. Okay, so we get to Lisa Rinna's launch party. The ladies start to arrive. Okay, Erika arrives and the drink that she asked for is no apologies. Garcelle says, well, I feel like that ain't no coincidence. And I said, Garcelle, girl, I don't feel like it's a coincidence either, honey. Okay, out of all the drinks on the list, you chose to get you a no apologies, girl. You knew what you was doing. Susie Blue, you know what you was doing. Everybody had on light colors but you. It seemed like she came out there like with her hardest blue she could find. She was cute though. I like the little blue outfit with the little dark blue. So I said, okay, I see you, Miss Erika, girl. It still don't change the facts, okay? It don't change the facts that you out here wearing the tire with these people's money, girl. Let's move on. So they get to the table, okay? They chatted. They get to the table. Dorito so full of first of all, this girl so full of she's talking, she calling Garcelle, she calling Crystal Garcelle. Thank you so much, Garcelle, for having this. And she was like, I'm Crystal. Okay. And I felt like you knew what you was doing, girl. And then she tells Garcelle, girl, the reason why I said your name, I'm sorry, girl, but you've been on my mind a lot. Okay. So she goes on to say that now Garcelle didn't seem like she wanted to go down that road with her. Garcelle's on some wrong road. That's where Garcelle was. But Dorit says that, no, we're going to talk about it, okay? Because I'm feeling away. Okay, and when I feel away, I have to talk about it. But don't nobody want to talk to Dorit about nothing because that's what Dorit does. She keep going and she go. Okay, so she says that she feels as though Garcelle been taking jabs at her. Garcelle said, oh, have I? I've been taking jabs at you. Okay. So she went so far as to call Garcelle a bully and that she doesn't know what's going on or what it is. And I said, wow, you call this woman a bully for calling you out on your shit. You call this woman a bully as though this woman ran up on you and ran up in your shit. You call this woman a bully? A bully. She hasn't even given you any type of aggressive behavior to make you feel any kind of way that she is a bully. So for you to let that come off your mouth, for me, I feel like you knew exactly what it was that you were doing. You know this is being filmed, and you know how the audience could potentially take this for you to call this woman a bully. I disagree with that. I didn't like that at all. She brings up different instances where Garcelle has come for other people, including her. But first of all, here's the thing for me. Your issue with me is your issue with me. Why you got to bring up what was said between me and Kyle when me and Kyle talked about it? Why you got to bring up what was said between me and Lisa Rinna when me and Lisa Rinna talked about it? Why are you trying to include everybody else on your whole shit when you're the only one that got a problem with me based on the jabs that you say that I've given you? So let's stay on that fact. Let's talk about those, okay? Let's talk about that, Miss Dorito. What else you got in that bag? What else is going on? So that's how I felt about that. I didn't like that she did that. She mentioned that Garcelle called her out, and I wish I meant to get a screenshot of the clip just so y'all could see her face again when Garcelle told her, that's not what you said last night. And she did that look like, let me talk. Hollered every time I see that clip. That y'all need to turn that into a meme, into a GIF or something, because every time I see that, I holler. Hilarious to me. Hilarious. What else going on? Garcelle tells her, girl, I wasn't wrong about that, but you can go on. I wasn't wrong. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I was not wrong about that. But like I said, you can go on. Okay. So she calls Garcelle a bully again. Once again, I just feel like she knows what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's doing. And then says that, and I'm not one to bully. You're a bully, but I'm not, typically I'm not one to bully. So I'm not one to be bullied. Girl, Dorit is a fuck. Garcelle doesn't have she said, I don't have a problem with you, but you tend to hijack moments and you don't allow people to speak. Just like she was hijacking that moment. A lot of these ladies what I don't like about Beverly Hills is I don't like how Dorit likes to drag conversations. And I do not like how they like to drag out storylines or continue to bring up the same issue in every single setting. I cannot stand that about them. Even when somebody has talked about it, they've moved on. Erika and Garcelle have talked about whatever their issue was. They've moved on. Here go Miss Dorit trying to bring it back up. It's like, no, stick to what your issue is about me. Don't tell me what this, but we've gotten that. What is your direct issue with me? We need to talk about that. Okay. What else she says? Dorit asked her like if she considers her a friend. Now at this moment, I kind of felt like Garcelle probably was going to tear up a little bit because Garcelle says that she doesn't know where she sits with this group. And I was like, agreed, because you hoes like to click up. Basically, that's what y'all do. She don't know where the hell she sits with this group. So if anybody probably bullies, it's probably y'all sitting on the other side of that table. But you want to talk about her. And I also feel like each one of y'all have about done something to this lady in a different way, which makes her feel as though she doesn't know where she fits in within this group. Okay, y'all used to y'all good white Judies. Y'all not used to this black woman coming on being a part of the scene and stuff either. Okay, so she don't know where she fits in this group. Garcelle says that she doesn't have an overall problem with her. Her issue is that she just talks too much. And I'm like, girl, that's everybody's problem at the table. And then Dorit tells her, well, if that's the issue, then just tell me that. I mean, Kyle has told me that. Lisa has told me that. Like, if you feel as though that's the issue, then just tell me that. BIT, what difference does it make if she tells you that? Everybody has told you that on more than one occasion over the years, and you continue to do exactly what it is that you're doing. So what is the point of telling you? What's the point? And then you're going to make it seem like everybody else is the problem because they're cutting you off. When in actuality, you talk too fucking much. Come on now. What else we got? Dorit wants her to tell her or whatever. So Dorit tries to relate what Garcelle has done to others to her, which like I said, I do not think that's fair. You cannot relate that back to you because different situations. Speak on what's going on with you directly. What else is going on? Garcelle tells Dorit it's not the same and F her for bringing it up because she really tried to bring up the Erika situation. And Garcelle said, girl, that is not the same thing. You're not going to do that with me. Girl, nope. You. Okay? You. And what I was thinking when she was saying all those FUs, I felt like she was talking about F you Dorit, F you Kyle, F you Lisa, and F anybody else that out here got something to say. Okay? I feel like that FU wasn't just implied to one person. Okay? So when she walks off, Dorit is like, so are you gonna stay? Are we gonna handle this like women? What are you gonna do? And then Garcelle's like, girl, I don't mind talking to your Dorito, I don't mind talking to you, girl, but you need to be fair when you're talking to me. That's the issue, girl. That's when I just can't do you. So what's going on? So of course they get her to go and have a seat. She sits back down. Garcelle says that if she'll stay, you know, she'll you know, as long as they're able to talk it out, like that's fine. I feel like Garcelle, because then it sounds like Kyle was trying to go along and stick up for her good Judy, Miss what's this lady name? Dorit. And I feel like Garcelle got really frustrated in this moment because of exactly what I said earlier. This group loves to bring up the same thing over and over. They do not know how to let things go. Okay. And primarily after the conversation has been sorted out with the people that have the issue. So I feel like with this Dorit and the Garcelle issue, I feel like Rinna probably gonna bring it up at a later time, or maybe even Dorit is gonna bring it back up at a later time, because that's just how they is. They're gonna do that anyway because that's just how they is. Okay. So Garcelle goes and have a seat, and then at this point, this is where Crystal's trying to explain what's really going on. Girl, I holler. So she's trying to tell Garcelle, like, girl, you know, you weren't there when we were talking to Erika, and she really, you know, didn't want to talk. But before she could get this out, here go Miss Sutton, baby. Sutton said, well, she said not to say it in front of the group. And then Erika said, I didn't say that. I didn't say that, but you can shut up. Okay? Miss, I'm so worried about what's going on over there with her that it's going to affect me, but you can shut your okay, girl, gone. Girl, bye. Okay, it was hilarious. I said, not her trying to go in on Miss Sutton and told this lady to shut the hell up. Sutton looked at her. And the way Sutton hollered and she laughed, I was laughing right along with her, because I thought Sutton was gonna, like, you know, feel like, oh my God, she told me to shut up. Sutton was like, I was here for it. I was like, laugh in her face, Sutton. Laugh in her motherfucking face, Sutton. Okay. Sutton tells her, girl, don't take that out on me. And then Erika says, what, your BS, don't take that out. She said, no, your problems, or something like that. Like, no, your shit. Don't take that out on me. You're in this situation, ma'am, not me. You're not going to put this on me. Okay. You're embarrassed on your own. If I have questions that need answers, I'm going to ask whether you give me the answers or you don't. What was it? Exactly. Carry on, Crystal. What was said? Girl, I was here for Miss Sutton when she said, don't put your, no, your problems. Don't put your problems off on me. Sutton was on her head, baby. I was like, look at Sutton. Who knew? I did. Okay. So, what else happened? Crystal says when Erika brought her talk up about Tom, it was a private conversation. So basically, Dorit tried to be condescending, in my opinion. Basically, what Crystal was saying was a private conversation. So basically, she was trying to say, what I think is that it should have been understood to not engage this conversation amongst the group, right? But and I felt that way too originally, you know what I'm saying, with Miss Garcelle, like, girl, you know you was wrong, you shouldn't have brought that up. But then also, you know, Erika been slowly releasing stuff anyway, so she probably thought like, yo, it's okay to bring this up in front of the group because you've been bringing up everything else. Maybe we can talk about it. Okay. What else happened? Dorit tries to be condescending and tell Garcelle, you know, and see, that's what I'm saying, right? And see, for you, like, I know you're a smart woman, you know, and I was like, bitch. No, you didn't. And I know you're a smart woman. First of all, this situation does not have anything to do with you. So moonwalk it to the back. Okay. And see, you did this on purpose to bring up this situation just to get Erika back upset with Garcelle so that you would not be the only person standing up there alone being upset with her, because you got a motherfucking problem. So I feel like that was whack as hell of Dorit to do, and to pull this conversation right back up. And y'all know that's like a soft spot for Miss Garcelle at this time. Garcelle checks her about not being there, so shut up. And I was like, yes, ma'am, shut the hell up. And then here go Lisa. Lisa gonna say, well, I'm just glad that we're all able to talk about it. And I said, shut the fuck up, because this is what you do too. You do this too so that you can bring the conversation back up. So as it was dying down, you wanted to bring it back up. No, ma'am. Okay, try a different type of yoga, girl. I can't. She just really pissed me off. Y'all know whatever Lisa do, I cringe, I get upset because I don't like Lisa Rinna. I say what I see. Okay. Towards the end of the episode, what we see Kyle and Kathy talking. I'm not gonna lie, I stopped taking notes, so I honestly don't even remember everything that they were saying to each other. I believe what they were talking about is how Kathy and Kyle are starting to get their relationship back on track. Okay, they've always had their arguments back and forth and stuff, but once their mother passed, because she would always be the mediator, things really got much worse between the ladies. What else happened? She mentioned around the time that she married her husband, I guess she was about to do like some type of movie. Was it American Girl or some type of movie? And I guess it was supposed to be based on her mom or something, but her mom didn't want that to be released and nobody else did. But then she said that it was supposed to be like a tribute or something to her mom. So, it was something like that. I didn't really care. I said, girl, y'all could have moved this up further in the episode and we should have ended on the arguments that happened at the table. To be honest, but that's just my opinion. For me, I wanted Garcelle. I wish Garcelle would have gone a little harder on Dorito. Like, I wish she would have given her more oomph than what she gave her, because Dorito was over there feeling herself a little too much, and I did not like that. And I think Garcelle told her, like, well, next time I have your name in my mouth or whatever, you know, I'm gonna just, you know, hit you up and I'll just let you know. And she was like, thank you. And then Garcelle said, you're welcome. I said, what kind of shit is this? No, ma'am. Read her all of her rights, because she was out of line, period. But I don't know if Garcelle probably was just caught off guard and did not know how to respond. But Dorit should have got cussed out more than just a F you. Okay? That's what it should have been. She should have got cussed out a whole lot more than just like F you, F you, F you. I would have went in on Dorit ass. I definitely would have went in on Miss Dorito, because she was out of line. And my biggest problem with her was, it's one thing to have an issue with Garcelle, but it's another thing to try and drag in everybody else into your host, so that she can pretty much at that point feel attacked by the ladies. Had Erika opened up her mouth, but see, what Miss Dorito did not know was that Erika didn't give a damn about what y'all was talking about. She was so focused on Miss Sutton, and she was on Sutton's head. Told Sutton to shut the F up, girl, because she was on her head. And I was over here hollering. And that's the one I want to see. I want to see Erika and Sutton go at it. And I don't want to see Sutton back down at all. Stand your ground, girl. Okay, stand your ground. Let her know what it is, honey. Let me go up here in the comments, see what y'all saying. I'm sick of Erika and Lisa and Garcelle. No, I'm sick of Erika and Lisa, and Garcelle was right about last week. Why was Teddi there? I saw Teddi get on social media and say, y'all say that y'all want real reality, but when somebody that's known everybody for many years come on the show, then it's an issue. No, literally though, Teddi, I'm not familiar with how you were on the show because I didn't watch the show, but I was wondering, this is my first year watching the show. I was wondering, who are you and why are you there? You really didn't add anything, but you came there to be supportive of Erika. But at the same time, sounding like you didn't believe what Erika was saying at the same time. So why were you there again? What was that? Girl, bye. So I feel like Garcelle was very right about that. Why did y'all bring her back? What was she supposed to be discussing? Dorito is a chihuahua, always trying to pop off, but ain't ready for the smoke. I wish she would have gave her the smoke on that day. Let go in on her just a little bit more. Dorito makes me sick, girl. It's a Lisa Rinna for me. Don't, and then like Lisa ain't got nothing going on. Nothing going on. Nothing at all. And I feel like Kyle don't got a whole lot going on her damn self. But she's I'd rather watch Kyle more than I watch Lisa. I just had somebody comment on my comment about this on a video. They said, what do race have to do with it? Like it has everything to do with it. She's the only black person on the show. She feels awkward. Y'all be having these microaggressions and stuff like that. Like, what do you mean? It's always going to play a race. And don't be mad at us when we bring it up, because y'all created this. And I'm speaking to white people. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm talking to y'all. Y'all created this and then be wondering why everything be about race. That's because for so long, y'all did make it about race. But then when we bring it up and we address it, it's a problem. That don't make sense. Dorito sit there and look pretty and shut up. Now, she pretty. I'm going to give her that. Just like Erika, they some baddies now. I'm gonna give them that. I read those. Okay. Yep, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Erika in these stories, God, she just twisted all up and drags for dramatic effect. I found out about the infidelity when Yolanda, like that's what I don't be understanding. Even like, girl, then leave, then go, get your bread, get that, and leave. But she didn't want to do that. So I don't know. Erika been putting up a facade for so many years about her life that even if she could be telling the truth in this moment, I don't believe her. I don't believe her. In the midst of this, while I'm thinking about it, guys, be sure to go over and subscribe to my backup channel. That's me, Jayne, okay? Be sure to go over there. If you need the link, go to my community wall. It's up there. A link to one of the latest videos. Cal has been bringing it to the confessionals this season. Erika Jayne seems to be lying about all of it. She does. I told you how I felt last week. She be giving us answers to stuff that we don't even be asking. She just did it on this episode. When all of the ladies were sitting down chit-chatting, she brought up the cheating and how she found the phone and this and that. And it's like, who asked her for this information? Did I miss something? Because when people come to you with questions, you don't want to answer that. Make it make sense. I never like Lisa Rinna. Like, never. Girl. I'm glad to know that my thoughts are not wrong about her. With friends like Lisa who need enemies. That is a true statement that applies to her so hard. Because let me tell you, Lisa Rinna ain't nobody's friend. Even though she may act like she's Erika's friend, she is nobody's friend. She is her own friend. I want her to pick a side. Because she up here acting like she team Erika, but the whole time she messy as hell. Erika, you need to watch her. Lisa looking for things to use against them. Clearly. She involved in it now, honey. Sutton offered Erika money to help her during her divorce, so she is going to be a little concerned about what's going on with her. Well, did she take the money? So Sutton got offered this lady money. Did she take the money? Did she take the coins, honey? She definitely giving tall tales. Makes no sense. I only like Lisa on Days of Our Lives, girl. I don't even remember her on there. This was aired in the extra scenes, so it really makes sense about where Sutton was coming from. Got it. That's why she want to know. And if she did offer her money and this lady then took the money, then Suzanne, don't be trying to go off on me. That's probably why Sutton laughed at her. Okay, like, girl, you got, number one, I probably gave you some money. And if not, you caught yourself up in this situation. And then now you trying to be mad at me about some shit you got yourself in. And then you want to try and come back around every week giving us bogus ass stories. Yeah, I would have laughed in her face too. Because this is your shit. You got to work that out. I'm over here just trying to help and make it make sense for me. In the beginning, I wanted to believe Erika didn't know, but the math don't be mathing with her stories. And I was the same way because I came in blindsided. I really liked Erika, loved her fashion, thought she was gorgeous. I was like, oh, I know I'm probably going to like her. You know what I'm saying? But as she started to tell more of these unwanted stories, I said, yeah, no. And I ain't going to lie, that documentary did kind of have me looking at her sideways as hell. I was like, ooh. Yeah, it do kind of make sense. So when she started giving these extra stories and stuff and not wanting to answer things, I just felt like she was lying, y'all. We cancers can talk in circles when omitting the truth. So Dorit is a cancer and she be talking in circles and they want their money. She did that on purpose. Dorit talks too much, and she does. And I don't be understanding it, but she wants people to tell her, if I talk too much, then just tell me. It's not going to change a thing. It's not going to change a thing, Dorit. You have a lack of respect for people's space. Dorito had nothing, which is why she had to pull up things that had already been settled with other castmates. Facts. Facts. And to divert, because I wish more people would have spoke up like Sutton. Sutton would have called her out at that table like, well, Dorito, wait a minute. Because when we were at such and such's house, Hello, when we were at such and such's house, you said XYZ. So you also weren't believing it, but you sat down at this table and you said something completely different on the other night. So I wish somebody else would have called her card. And I know Crystal is just there and glad that she's no longer a part of the mess right now. I know she's like, I'm just glad to be here. Finally, I ain't got no issue with Sutton. Okay, that's Erika and Sutton's beef. That's Garcelle and Doritos beef. I ain't got nothing to do with it. But did you catch that Garcelle doesn't feel a part of the group? I felt that. Agreed. And I feel like that she can't relate. I feel like she can't relate. I feel like it's a number of factors. I do think race plays a factor because she be experiencing the microaggressions that come against her. In addition, they're veterans on the show. They've been clicked up. They've been friends for quite some time. And she's coming into that, you know, so it's awkward. And the same thing was kind of happening with Crystal when she came in. Primarily coming from Sutton. She was being the bully, if you ask me. You think that Dorito was being the bully, or you think that Garcelle was being the bully? Oh, right. Better than me, because I would have cussed her ass clean out. Not one to bully, but definitely one to be fake, of course. Erika tried it with Sutton. She did try it with Sutton, but I like Sutton's response. I like the fact that she just laughed in her face. But Erika wasn't playing. Erika wasn't playing with her though. Erika was like, "Girl, you can shut the up. Go ahead, Crystal. Yeah, you and all of your bullshit sitting over there saying this and that. Girl, going on with X, Y, Z." I was like, okay, Miss Miss Erika was definitely ready to get down with Miss Sutton. And that's probably why she did say no apologies, because she knew at some point she was going to let Miss Sutton have it. But I want Sutton to keep that same energy. Don't let nobody back you in that corner, girl. Cal and Dorito and Rinna are fake. Cal is the ringleader to their crew. I can believe some of that, but I feel like it's probably Lisa Rinna that's the ringleader versus Kyle. Because I feel like Kyle will do more listening, but Lisa is truly the instigator, for sure. That's right, y'all. Be sure to hit the like button. Thank you. It's free. I appreciate you guys. And Garcelle has told her, Garcelle is the most direct person on the show. She has called her out. Like, girl, I was so here for it. And she want to feel away because her card was almost snatched. So basically, that makes me feel like, moving forward, if you're operating out of line, you want Garcelle to pull you to the side instead of having a conversation with you in front of everybody, when you're going to pull her in front of everybody and have the conversation. That's what it sounds like. You trying to quiet this woman down. That's why her and Sutton are so close. You mean Sutton and Garcelle? A never before scene was released, and it revealed that Sutton offered Erika financial assistance in her divorce, which explains why she's concerned about her reputation in this. Interesting. Okay. So is she afraid they're gonna look at her finances because she gave her money for this? So as they're investigating finances, they may try and trickle over to see what Miss Sutton got going on. Sutton, what you doing with the church's money? Garcelle, my birthday twin, was caught off guard and very confused. But Lord, if I was there, the whole table would have got it like Wendy did Giselle and Robin. Everybody would have got it in there. And who else wants some? They are just sticking together because they can. Kathy always co-signed Garcelle, though. Kathy, call me. Please call me, Kathy. Let's go have some coffee. Okay, because I love me some Kathy Hilton. Kathy don't really be in that mess for real. I love that she doesn't give a whole lot of thought to everything. I think she's sensible until she's not. She's hilarious. I enjoy me some Kathy, honey. I like Erika this episode, though. I get so annoyed. Like, I get so annoyed when she tries to make us feel bad for her. You like the fact that she pretty much snapped off and she got out of that woe is me atmosphere, and she really was like on some, what you saying now? Because I'll get with you. Showing us the real Erika. Dorit put her accent on the table so she could borrow Garcelle's voice. Really. Sutton's laugh, that was funny. Sutton was like, okay, Erika. She was. Oh my God. Sutton in her little hands, and Erika had me tickled. Erika thought she was from the hood. Like, please, pipe got she. Why was I thinking that? I was really like, girl, what black folks you been around? The way she was coming at Miss Whatchamacallit, I was like, girl, who you been hanging around, Miss Erika? Lord, this cast need a good in that ass read. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for the reunion because I want to see Erika lay into Dorito for being fake. Hopefully that happens. I would love to see that happen. Some part of me feel like it's not gonna happen. I feel like Erika's gonna put more of her energy into Sutton, trying to include herself in what's going on with her life, versus the fact that Dorito and SHI. Because I honestly want to see Erika go in on Kyle, or not Kyle, but Lisa and Dorito. Because Elisa, to me, is just as fake. She just hasn't come out and said that she doesn't believe Erika. But if you get Google alerts on your phone and you're reading everything that's happening, and I think she also was one of the people that asked an attorney or asked somebody some stuff, you don't believe your friend. Why you sitting up here trying to advocate and act like you cool with this lady and you support her? You don't. Child. A moonwalk to the back shirt. I done clicked on the wrong thing. A moonwalk to the back shirt. That is too funny. I have to see about that. That's hilarious. Did you hear that the attorney investigating Erika is going to call Lisa to the stand because of how much she defends Erika? I did not hear that. I mean, I guess she's going to be a character witness. I guess. So does that mean he's going to call Lisa Rinna too? Or not Lisa, but Kyle as well? Is he gonna call Kyle to the stand too? Because honestly, I feel like Kyle is a person that Erika relays her feelings to the most, more so than Lisa. So when she was really going through it and she was like breaking down and crying, who did she call? She called on Kyle. She didn't call on Miss Lisa. Interesting. But you over there just riding, girl. I guess. Yes, Jamie, I would have snapped on Dorito. I do not like that really from Dorito. Like, right, really? Girl, I can't. Yes, she was feeling herself, okay? Uh-oh. Let me go back up. Feeling herself wholeheartedly. I can't. Hey, Mikey. She did American. Okay, so it was American Girl a few seasons ago, but the issue started when Kyle's husband left Kathy's husband's business to start his own. That drama is so old, but it's nice to see them back together. That's good. At least they're back together. Maybe Garcelle was caught off guard, but I hope she get on her at the reunion. I think she was caught off guard, and I do think that Garcelle is going to hold no punches when it comes to the reunion. I believe she taking names. I do. Garcelle was trying to end the conversation because apparently it was production that asked Garcelle to ask Erika the question. Interesting. Dorito thought it was hood. Like, please shut the fuck up. Okay. Yes, please hit the like button, guys. Teddi want her diamond back. Why is Dorito hijacking other people's beef with Garcelle as her own? My question exactly. She don't have a leg to stand on. That's why she did it. Why is she intentionally misunderstanding what happened with Erika and Garcelle? This is a desperate play to keep her diamond. Girl. She's all trying to hold on to it, honey, trying to create some imaginary beef, but I cannot wait. That's why I'm like, when is the reunion? Because I want Garcelle to read Dorito her rights. I don't even want Dorito to get a word in when it's time for Garcelle to talk, because she talked so much this season. I don't want her to be able to talk at all at the reunion. Garcelle should have went in harder, especially being called a bully. 1,000%. You're not going to put this SHI on me because you out here moving flaw, and I done sat up here and called you out. Do not put that on me, ma'am. You can find somebody else, but don't put it on me. Tell me something. And I'm not one to be bullied. And I'm not one to be bullied, but you bullied me. What? Girl, go ahead with this. Ooh, go ahead with this. Garcelle knows Dorito will give her another opportunity to get in that sooner than later. Kyle Richards is a hypocrite. I have been watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills from the beginning. You didn't miss anything with Teddi. She has been boring since day one. Didn't Teddi, and I could be wrong, didn't Teddi like go off and have a child and left the show or something because she ended up having a child? Or was that Denise? I thought it was one of them women that left. I think Garcelle just wanted to shut Dorito up. Dorit will regret that gutsy moment. I hope so, because she had a lot of bombs. It was just a lot of bomb. It was like a lot of energy the way she came at the table, and I was like, but where was this energy when Kyle was checking the hell out you at her house for you doing all that motherfucking talking on that plane? Where was this energy at then? But you brought that energy to the table though. Okay, and I pray Garcelle watching TV like, okay, bet I got you at the reunion. Don't you worry, dear. Dorit using the word bully does not sit right with my spirit. Exactly. I feel like she knew exactly what she was doing. I'm telling y'all. And I think she was trying to spin a certain narrative on how people will look at Garcelle. Rinna accused you of coke and Erika cussed you out and you never called them bullies. I find that comment to be very suspicious. Okay, great. Because see, I knew I wasn't looking at that wrong. I knew I wasn't. I'm like, girl, you know what you're doing, and you did not say it one time. You said it twice. So you knew exactly what you was doing, trying to paint this lady as that. Oh, baby. Okay. Thank you so much for the belated B-Day love. I appreciate that. I love Dorit. Kyle had me rolling with laughter when she said, you asked Dorit what time it is, she tell you. That was funny. She was like, you asked Dorit what time it is, she tell you how to build a clock. Hilarious. Okay, not Garcelle being the girl to come for when you want to secure your diamond. I know that's right, Queen Garcelle. I got it from, I think the site was called birthdayGirl.com. I got it a few years ago. I think it was on birthdayGirl.com. Dorit deserved a slap when she told Garcelle, you're a smart woman. That right there, I was like, oh my God. She was out of line so much. Like, and you're a smart girl, so you would know. Ooh, I was like, I wanted her to throw some water or something in her face, but I know they ain't gonna get that low. But I mean, I wanted her to get like a, ooh, girl, she made me mad. You call this woman a bully, and then you try to insult her and be like, oh, and I know you're a smart girl, and coming from who you are, like that's a problem for me. Is Garcelle chicken SHI with no guts, or is she a bully who is picking at you? Talk about it. Talk about it. Which one is it? Not Delete versus Dorit. Because you might want to work that out before you attempt to reach to save your diamond. So y'all feel like she's in jeopardy of not being on the show anymore? I watched it. Oh, you're talking about the Hustler and the Housewife, the documentary regarding Miss Erika. Is the soap star on Days of Our Lives, so that's what she really got going on, which is funny because she's about to be on for a whole week. Reprisal old character, so she's coming back as an old character. Child. That's right, Mikey. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Love you, mean it. They need to shut up and eat their food for real. For real. I can't get over Dorit, y'all. I can't get over her. I cannot get over her. And the fact that y'all just said that Erika cussed her out and who was it? Lisa accused her of doing coke. And you ain't called him no bully. Garcelle should have went in. She should have went in. She's probably waiting for the right time. So I do hope that we get to see Garcelle lay into Miss Dorit. Girl, I almost hung on my phone with buying the cake. She did. I peeped how Kyle wanted to jump in and call Garcelle passive aggressive, but quickly caught herself. She remembered how fans dragged for this alliance and said, well, we all have fought with Dorit. Well, I hope the fans are dragging her about this term that she chose to use, which is bully, and her saying it more than once, okay, with her hidden intentions that weren't so hidden. This is a group of white women, and Garcelle knew she was being baited. So, Garcelle knew she was being baited, so Dorit could call her aggressive. Ooh, good point. Good point. Maybe that's why she did not lay into her. And I feel like that is so unfair because people could have also said that Erika was being aggressive towards Sutton. But had Garcelle did any of that energy towards Dorit, guaranteed they would have said that she was aggressive. Ain't that something? And I wish Crystal would have spoken up more too. Yeah, I think she's just like starting to find her place of, ooh, let me just sit back. I got into one little issue. I ain't trying to have multiple issues at this moment. So I think she was trying to be a bit more reserved. But we'll see how it's going to pick up during the season. I feel like Crystal may not get into any more beef. I really do. I feel like she's going to be able to coast along. And if she coasts along, I feel like next season, they probably really going to be on her head, though. They're going to figure out something. The energy is going to be on her. Garcelle was being very direct in every situation she called Dorit out. Garcelle's face is far from passive. Facts. Dorit was definitely trying to play a power move. And you know it. You know it. You know it. Girl, I can't take it. The funny thing is, Garcelle did tell her in the moment. Every time. Garcelle wasn't passive-aggressive about it. She was direct. That's what Dorit doesn't like. That Garcelle won't bow down. And they got the wrong one. And I don't know why she hasn't realized that at this point. I don't know why she hasn't realized that. She has. That's what I put on Twitter. I'm like, girl, she been calling you out this whole time. What you want her to do? She been calling you out. So what was it? And then you want to feel as though she's saying stuff behind your back. No, she not. She not. She telling you. You're the one who got an issue with it. And then because you have an issue with being called out on your SHI, then you want to sit up there and call her a bully. I can't. Honestly, it seems like Dorito is upset someone actually calls her out. Exactly. That's what it is. She's just upset. And I wish that Sutton would have called her out at that table instead of pulling her to the side, having a combo with her. And I wonder if that was the case, would Dorito have found the same, like, would she have gone at Garcelle and Erika at that table? I mean, Garcelle and Sutton at that table. Had Sutton actually called her out in the moment versus, you know, behind the scenes. And she knew she was moving flaw. But yeah, I agree with y'all. I think she just wanted to have an issue with Garcelle. She's trying to secure her bag. Girl, bye. Didn't Dorit walk out of Kyle's party when they had a disagreement? Did she take the... Yup, she did. She walked out. And that's what I'm saying. She didn't check Kyle. You didn't go in on Kyle when Kyle fronted you. You just decided to go ahead, grab your things, and skirt out and leave. So where is all this energy coming from? So Erika can snap at people with such venom. She is not a bully. But Garcelle says Dorit is long-winded, and you did not say that last night, and she is a bully. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. They're trying to bait Garcelle to be aggressive. Look at how later Kyle says Garcelle got angry. They a mess, child. My thing is, what is Erika going to do? She's already facing legal trouble, so she can't really do anything unless she wants to get herself into more possible trouble. Exactly, because Sutton is the person that strikes me as, girl, any form of you jumping at me, girl, I'm filing assault charges. Okay, that's what Sutton is giving me. Like, girl, you may want to be careful. You think you got something over there, I'll give you some more work. They got on Erika's ass for the last 5 seasons with no storyline until now. Like, ma'am, you already facing legal trouble. You're not stupid enough to make yourself look worse. I don't know. I feel like she is stupid enough to make herself look worse. The way she's sitting up here giving people these unwanted stories, ain't nobody asking for. She just giving it to us. So I feel like she got range. Erika, why you think that Sutton and Garcelle coming after you, who say everything to your face, you need to be looking at Kyle and Dorit, who keep Google alerts and gossip behind your back, and Lisa Rinna, because Lisa Rinna is the number 1 on the list. Lisa Rinna is the number. Lisa ain't got no life besides that closet and whatever garden her husband is working on in the backyard. The height of Lisa's life is these Google alerts. So we have to make sure we add Lisa to this list. She ain't got nothing going on. Her storyline this season is defending Erika, attaching herself to somebody that has one of the biggest storylines in the house. So that's her storyline, is attaching herself to that. A mess. The camera person will always catch Garcelle in the facial reactions. She is far from passive aggressive. She is my Haitian sister. And as far as I know, we do not know how to be passive. Was it me or was Miss Dorit speaking with a little spice? Nah, it wasn't just you. She did have a little spice. She had a whole lot of spice, and I ain't like it. I ain't like that energy. I need Garcelle to really come at her about this bully term. And I noticed that, at least I haven't seen Garcelle say anything to Dorit on social media. So I feel like she's saving all of her ammunition for the reunion. As part of investigation, feds could potentially question Sutton if she has any knowledge of Erika's financial state, which could be the case if she lent her money. Okay, and that's why she's hella concerned. Girl, she over here acting like Tom. Everybody about to get pulled into the madness, child. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. Sutton's reaction was perfect because Erika looks real pressed when Sutton said or nothing. And next she did say that or wow or nothing. I mean, that is funny. This is not the strip club you used to work in where you fought for tips. Oh my God. Nah, I think Erika tells Lisa the legal stuff. You think so? I mean, the illegal stuff. Erika is from ATL. One thing is gonna be one. This is gonna be one hell of a reunion. We gonna see, because I think Sutton from Georgia too, ain't it? I don't know if she's from ATL, but she's from Georgia. Girl, it's gonna be a juicy reunion. Erika tried Sutton, but Sutton said that it's straight with your problem. I was so here for it. She was like, "Don't." I thought Sutton was gonna back down, y'all. I really thought Sutton was gonna back down. Sutton said, "No, ma'am." No, your problem, okay? Your problem. I said, "Come on, Sutton." First of all, it was the laugh for me, okay? It was the laugh for me. Usually when we laugh, we about to cuss you the hell out, okay? So it was definitely the laugh for me. She was like, "No, your problems." I said, "Come on, Sutton. You better redeem yourself, girl." The attorney said he wouldn't be questioning any of the cast. He said Lisa's attorney would say it's part of TV. One thing I don't like is people, and especially these housewives, use the bully word. Like, people really lose their lives due to bullying. Like, stop saying that. Garcelle saving her energy for, I hope so. I hope so. I'm talking about, I want her to get red down. The way Dorit was bobbing her head in that bun of hers during her exchange with Garcelle had me hot. They really can throw Dorit and her fashions away. Yeah, she just had I ain't like it, man. I ain't like her energy, man. She was on something. I feel like, girl, you acting like a bully. You talking about this, like you over here giving bully activity yourself. You over here giving us this energy, doing too much. Dorit feels that Garcelle isn't deserving of the platform because she feels that Garcelle isn't on the same social status as the other women. Interesting. Now, I haven't really noticed that. I'm not saying it's wrong. Y'all have been watching the season longer than me. But interesting. She feels like this lady doesn't deserve the platform. I feel like that, I mean, it's a possibility. Because at one point, Wendy, Karen of Real Housewives of Potomac felt the same way about Dr. Wendy Elsefo. She felt like she wasn't deserving of the Real Housewives platform either. I wish I could read a bit so eloquently and calm like Garcelle did Dorit. I know one thing for certain. Erika could not speak to me the way she spoke with Sutton, because I would turn her ass every which way. Would she speak to Kenya, Nene, or Garcelle like that? She wouldn't. She would not. She may try. She may try. But I think out of Kenya, Nene, and Garcelle, Nene will give her the match for her life. If she tried that with Nene, Nene will truly give her the match for her life. I love your live chats. Please do a reaction to Real Housewives of Potomac mid-season trailer. Really enjoy your reviews of Beverly Hills and your interactions. Okay, I'll think about that. I do have some Real Housewives content I'm gonna drop tomorrow, so I'll probably check out the trailer and give you guys my thoughts on that tomorrow. Dorit doesn't like being held accountable. Clearly, Dorit talks so much because she stayed practicing that fake accent. I feel like Dorit be talking so much sometimes that she don't even be remembering some of the stuff that she said. That's probably why when she was talking to Erika, like nobody is saying, and what you call it, told her, that's not what you said last night. She was looking like, what? What was it? She just be talking. Sutton was ready to jump out of her seat when Dorit kept accusing Garcelle of these things, but stopped herself twice. I wish she would have spoke up and said something and defended Garcelle, because I feel like Garcelle be sitting up there defending Sutton, especially when Crystal was getting that ass. When Crystal was getting that ass, Miss Garcelle was sticking up for Sutton. So I wish Sutton would have returned the favor in that moment. Dorit was mocking Garcelle at the table. She knew that Garcelle didn't throw that party. Dorit should worry about the millions her and PK owe to contractors, artists, stylists, and caterers. Didn't she have that issue last year when she was being sued? Wasn't she being sued for something? Some fashions or something like that? Last year, did she ever get that resolved? Or is that the same thing that you're talking about? That's a mess. Lisa Rinna and her husband's beard. It's her husband's beard, not his beard. That man don't want her, don't live with her, and don't care what she does or says as long as he don't have to be around her. Because she did say that he was in Romania or something like that. I'm like, how you get to Romania in the pandemic? I guess. Dorit was just showing she's not being racist and having an opinion, but still come off foolish. That girl is what took me out, because when did you even start talking like that? Yeah, I think Sutton realized after the party she's on her own, so she found her spine. She did. But not necessarily on her own, because I feel like Garcelle be her, that's her wing woman. She be on her team. Hey, bitch, I stand Garcelle this episode. Dorit was reaching. Erika trying to be regular by vacuuming her house. Child. And no one is afraid of Miss Ice Queen. Can't wait for next episode for Sutton versus Erika. Girl, it's gonna go down to the ground. Dorit reminds me of that one person at work or in high school who try to act though tough around a crowd. Dorito, lucky is Housewives and not Bad Girls Club, because she needed to get popped. I just don't like that she done called this lady a bully on more than one occasion. Let's keep it real. Dorit is mad about how Garcelle called her out on the race conversation. Not the other dumb reason, but she don't want to say because the topic will turn to her race. I forgot about that. Yes, at the table when she started talking about all the people that work for her, and Garcelle says, so everybody that works for you is brown, black and brown people? And she was like, no, it's other people. You know, my mama's best friend is black. And that is so fact. That is so fact, because she talked about how Garcelle has come for her oh so many times, but she only, in my opinion, named like one instance for real when she called her out, and then now here it is, every other instance that you bring up is about somebody else. Yes, Yonis, that is what it is. She got called out about that, and she didn't know how to act. That's what that is. And it makes so much sense. I'm sorry, y'all. It makes so much sense to me, because if you're going to be painted as a person that could potentially be the R word or whatever, then you're going to paint her as another word, which is a bully. So for me, I feel like this right here makes a lot of sense, child. Ooh. Oh my God. First time watching you and already subscribed. Oh, thank you so much. Where's your accent from? I'm from Alabama, so it's from the South. I'm from the South, honey. Sutton said her confrontation with Erika next episode was worse in person. I believe it, and I hope that we get to see a lot of it and that they haven't chopped a whole lot of it out. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I gave you guys a great hour. I have to get ready for the Ooh Ladies First panel tonight over on Bondi Blues channel, so you guys be sure to come check us out over there. Okay, also in addition to that, please be sure to follow me on my backup channel. That's me, Jayne. Okay, so yeah, be sure to check me out over there. Jayne, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.